Had real world stuff to deal with real quick. We got a truck that's got some issues. So, again, welcome back. This is From the Gnome, and we are playing Lord of the Rings online. I should have been online like 8 or 9 a.m. I'm going to switch it to 9 a.m. from now on for Saturdays and Sundays. I was busy all morning working on some graphics. I made some stuff. I made a graphic for my kinship, and I made a graphic for my streaming schedule. So, just makes things look a little more professional because I'm so professional, right? I just tried to get into my Mariner, I think it was. Yeah, and he didn't make it. It failed to load. So I had to. There's another thing that's going on, along with the truck having issues, is that the game had an issue and it wouldn't log into the characters. Set here at this loading screen we're looking at right now, and I had to Control Alt Delete and close the game. So we'll see. We'll see if it works this time. I don't know, honestly. Looks like it's not working right now to me. Hey, look at that. I just had to say it and it did the opposite because that's how the world works, obviously. Um, so that's good. I'm glad he got in. Now, yes, there's my bags. That's what I thought. See, usually I put my bags down here, and yeah, yesterday when I was playing them, I put my bags up there. So when I logged in looking for my bags to transfer them over, I was like totally lost. I was like, where's my bags? And started going through all my characters, and I was starting to panic just a little bit. Just a little bit, because these bags are not cheap. I've spent a lot of real world money on these bags. These are carry-alls. In the world of Lord of the Rings Online, you get tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff in your bags. I mean, they inundate you with stuff, and that's one of their money making things is space and inventory management. I like to say that that's one of the features of the game. That's one of the games within the game is inventory management simulator. So then they came out with this idea of selling carry-alls. And I have the large ones, which have 50 slots in each one of them. They have a different type for them. So there's crafting, task, essences, housing items, so on and so forth. And each of those things are fairly expensive. So I've spent a lot of money on them. If they were to disappear, I would be very upset. Very, very not happy if that was the case. All right, so let's swap back over to our champion because that's who we're actually playing today. And while I'm doing that, I'll go ahead and put the graphic up because right there, look at that. Look at that. It's all professional looking and stuff. You can see that's my schedule. I'm going to go ahead and click on the champion and get him loading. Here we are. So as you can see, Tuesdays is console nights. I play games on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, and my Xbox, whatever I feel like that week. And on Wednesdays, I play World of Warcraft, and I'm super excited about the new season of Discovery that is been announced and coming out November 30th. That's going to be fun. That's World of Warcraft Classic. Plus, they're putting new content in old content without going to the new expansions. Big time. I wish other companies would do that. Then we got Lord of the Rings Online on Thursdays. I play my Mariner. He is in the original Shadows of Angmar content. That is my Lorebound Walker character. He's level 50 and he's locked at 50 through November. The Saturday mornings, what I'm doing right now is my champion. He's currently level 89. He is an elf, and he is doing my brain's going to work here in a second, Helm's Deep expansion currently. And Sunday mornings is my lore master. He is a human. He's level 75, I think, and he's currently doing the Rise of Isengard expansion content. So be sure to note those. Follow me on Twitch and come check those out live, or on YouTube. Subscribe to me over there, and you can see everything because I export it out as I get done. Most of it, at least. So that being said, let's go ahead and bring up the other graphic. This is my kinship on the Gladden server. We are a level lock kinship. That means every month we decide if we're going to go up another 5 or 10 levels. And when people's characters get to that level, they put an item in their pocket slot, which keeps them from gaining experience anymore. Currently, for November 2023, we are at a level lock of 50, and we're working on Angmar content. We're about to do some raids and lots of fun dungeons and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to be part of that, create a character on the Gladden server, or if you have one on there, it's level 50 or below already, get in touch with us. We'll get you in the kinship and we'll have some fun. Next month, or probably in the middle of this month, we may go ahead and vote, because that's what we do, how we do it in Lore Bound Walkers. We may vote to up it early to like 55. I don't think 60, probably 55. Otherwise, in December, we'll be 55. So let's go ahead and move on and get into this content. We are doing Helm's Deep. Let me check my inventory. Of course, it's got issues. Lots and lots of issues. Let me get this up here so I can watch the ad thing. And yeah, woo, Twitch is already kicking in. It already did like an intro one, and now it's going to do a you just started streaming one. Twitch loves to inundate my viewers with ads, and I don't really have any choice. It does it on its own. And like I've said before, you know, they got to make money so that they have a platform that I have the ability to do stuff on. So I understand that. But at the same time, they show way too many advertisements. Way too many. Way too many. It's really kind of annoying. Let me go ahead and put a snooze up there. It's now allowing me. So we'll get a whole 21 minutes before the next ad break. Yay! Let's get our bags out. Shared storage. I do apologize for being late today, everybody. That was just, I've been meaning on working on some graphics for my streaming for a long time, and this morning I finally forced myself to do it, and it took way longer than I expected it to take. I'm not an artist by any means, but I know how to mess around in Photoshop. I've been doing that for decades for work because I am a programmer in the internet, and back in the day we had to be artists as well. Whether we were or not, we had to pretend we were. I want to get this item back out and put that on. This is unfortunately bound to him. Probably will never use it. Let's go to our ordinary vault, not our shared one, and we'll just throw it in here. Okay, now we can organize. Let's go ahead and put our housing one right here and our essence one right here. Now we'll grab our crafting carry-alls. We have 1, 2, 3 in the line. I'm like the count on Sesame Street. 4, 5, 6, 7. You do the math. Those are super expensive. How much money have I spent on this game? All right, and we got 3 task ones. I don't know why I got 3, but I do. We'll get our silver gift. Today we got 50 whole virtue and another simple rally horn. We'll go ahead and throw that in our shared storage. And here we are. We now have 14 of them. Okay. We got to do this because the expansion came out. Of course, there's a Vumbar came out, so now we got to switch up our crafting professions. Now you can choose your 3. You don't have to go with what the vocation shows. And as you can see, I am a prospector, metalsmith, jeweler. So let's see if we have some metalsmith stuff here. Look, woodworking. Scholar, it's going to be scholar as well. What is this one's? Weaponsmithing and metalsmithing. And we don't have tailoring and jewelry crafting. All right. I'm not high enough for that one. That's great. What level is that? Just go ahead and throw those down here. We'll probably end up getting rid of it. That's what will end up happening. Browse store, sell. Clean up our inventory before we go out and start working on the content. In fact, we're going to go ahead and sell those. We'll get them back again when we're ready to use them, I'm sure. Nothing to repair. We're good there. All right. So let's head back to... That's Rohan. That is Rohan. Where are we supposed to be going? West Emnet. Okay. You know what? Let's actually see where we're needing to go before we just go over there and have to wait 5 more minutes to get to it again. We were here in Kingstead. Actually, we were in Eastfold. That is Aldburg. Under Hollow, Edoras, Dunharrow, Upborn. Okay, hold on. How come none of these are the right one? Oh, here it is. Aldburg. I catch on quick. Got my Folgers coffee. Very good. Let's get a screenshot to put out on the old Twitter sphere. Or I guess it's the X sphere now, or whatever you want to call it. So we'll go ahead and get over here so I can see the screen and I can do something. You know, I'm missing this little logo down here. So much special. Squirrel. All right, so let's go ahead and get a screenshot. Let's do one of these things. We go, yeah, you know, because that's so realistic. So y'all know how all these things work. If you go to YouTube and you watch any videos, you'll see everybody does the exact same faces everywhere. It's uncanny. It's awful. Doesn't matter what the subject is about. Everybody does that. Every single person. It's time to play Lord of the Rings online. Come hang out with me at twitch.tv/Throne as I work on quests in the Helm's Deep expansion on my Elf Champion. Lord of the Rings. Helm's Deep. There we are. And we will hit post. Next thing we need to do is go grab the picture and we'll go put it, advertise on our status on the Lord of the Rings online forums. That's what Corridon put that for. He had told me that back when they first made these forums. So let's go ahead and put in a image. There we are. My goofy face. Be just all of a couple more minutes and we will be going, I promise. Let's grab this text to copy. We're almost there. They did a lot of work that goes into doing this content stuff, you know. Doesn't just make itself. There we are. And let's make sure that this link is correct. Of course it's not. And there we are. Update. Everything's good. Hit the post button. It's been done. Everything is done. We are golden. Back over here to Twitch so I can watch this thing. And bingo. Bingo, bango. Let's check our quest. What do we got? We got to talk to a bunch of people here in Alberg because when we finished Kingstead and came over to Alberg, I stopped right there on the last stream of this character. I wanted to be fresh this time, so let's pick up our quest and do what we need to do. In fact, the only person we did talk to was here. That was Horn. So let's move up the way here and see what all we can find. Are any interiors? Not there. Seems to be something over this way. Let me switch to keyboard. I am not good with mouse. As I get older, my hand coordination gets worse.
I do not believe you will find welcome here.
Yamra has been freed. He never should have been held captive in the first place, but I will not speak ill of Theoden King. You say that you were attacked by orcs unknown to you upon your journey here. I was recently following a party of White Hand orcs, but you are certain these were not the same. My cousin Eomer and I have had many encounters with Saruman's orcs, and I fear that they may attack us here in Aldburg. We will be watchful, but you should go speak with Arsel. He is a stout warrior, but as a reeve, well, my cousin he surely is not. Okay. Talk to this person over here.
There is work to be done here.
Can you wield a mallet? Can you set timbers? For those are the abilities we need in Aldberg. Our buildings are falling apart around our ears, and none of the craftsmen will listen to Arsel's words of admonishment. Admonishment, even. His father would knock them into line, but alas, Arkensbert, whatever, is now gone, and the strength of will does not seem to have passed from father to son. Excuse me. Yomer would set things all right, but he is busy with the troubles in the wider land, and none here fault him for that. He is the treasure of the Eastfold, and we will not deprive the kingdom of our greatest son. Okay, so she didn't really. I thought she was going to give me a quest to actually do something to it. Anybody else? Anybody else? I like the music here. This game's always been fantastic with the audio. One of its greatest features, honestly. Okay.
There is no shortage of things that need doing in the Eastfold.
You say that Yelmer has been freed. This is surely wonderful news. However, while I am thankful to hear of this, we have pressing matters to attend here in Aldberg. These orc attacks should not be taken lightly, but with our depleted numbers, we must bolster our defenses. Hey, ding 90.
There is no shortage of things that need doing in the Eastfold.
While we decide, check this here in a second. While we decide a course of action in regards to these different orcs, might I recommend that you explore Aldberg. Despite the damage that has been done, it still is a very lovely place. While you are exploring, talk to some of the inhabitants and gain some knowledge about the history of our great home. No, Elvis, this is not the time. If you want to come see everybody, then come here. Oh, but getting on the keyboard is not going to work. While you are exploring, talk to some of the inhabitants and gain some knowledge about the history of our great home. As you might have noticed, we are very vulnerable here in Aldberg. Most of our men have gone west for good reason. As you speak with others, feel free to assist those who may need it. I love you, boy. This is Elvis. He is a Maine Coon cat, and he is huge. He's about 21 pounds. Yes, you're my baby, and I love you so much. And he loves to come on. He loves to come over and play with the keyboard. Oh, did you hurt your leg? I'm sorry. Oh, baby. All right. We will accept this quest. And he has nothing else. Let's see what's going on with this here. In the wake of the Battle of Hornburg, you have received word of vast, startling destruction at Isengard. Oh, it is unknown what remains of Saruman's forces in Nankuranir, but the only reported sightings tell of fewer than 3 dozen Dunlendings fleeing back into their lands. You've been summoned to scout the Wizard's Vale, seek any survivors, and discover what force has brought Isengard to ruin. What is this? Let me pull that up here. Fangorn is level 95. Well, we're not going to go to it yet, but that's intriguing. When I hit 90, it did that. Alright, and I gotta check something. This item here. Oh, that's not the... Oh. Where is... Is it in his vault? One of my other characters must have the version that locks the experience. No, boy, I'm sorry. You've been up here, that's enough. But it's not here. Shared storage? I knew the name, but I'm not real good with that. I would just type it in the search up there. Huh. I hope it's on one of the other characters and didn't get deleted, because that would be very sad. No, Elvis, please stop. Alright, so let's see what else we can find out here. We've only been going for 20 minutes, boy. It's gonna be a little while. Uber. What he wants is a treat, so let me just go get him that. Maybe that'll satisfy him for a little bit. I'll be right back. Squirrel! Yes, let's get you a treat. Get down to bed. Go on. Get on bed. Alright, maybe that'll satisfy him for a little bit. Alrighty. We're back. Oh. Alright, so we've got a couple more to see here. Curious why it's got that one lit up in there. I don't like when it does that. I think what it's basically doing is it's showing where I come back to him when I get done. I wish they wouldn't do that, but they do that all over the place in this game. No, I just gave you a treat. No, no, we're not going to play this game where you come back constantly wanting more and more treats. Not happening. Not happening.
Has seen better days, friend.
If Ilmer were here, he would do something about it, but he is away helping Theoden King with more serious problems. I cannot put the well-being of my home over that of the kingdom. It may seem more pressing to me, but I know what is really at stake. Still, I wish Arcel would do something about these buildings. A stiff breeze might be enough to knock several of them down, and then where will we be? So basically, they're all talking about that. I got a feeling that we're going to be fixing this town up. Something in that direction. Let's go to Mount. Oh, the War Steed. Would have preferred to get on my ordinary one. But we'll try to bounce our way through town. We worked halfway decent there. Alright.
We keep safe these lands.
Thane Arcel has yet to decide what to do about the orcs. It is not surprising. We will decide on a course of action soon, I am sure. In the meantime, I agree with him. You should acquaint yourself with Aldburg. On the surface, it may not look like the city of a king, but it is, in truth, a city rich with history. I recommend beginning in the eastern part of the city at the training hall. Elvis is trying to sneak his way back over to the keyboard. Lorrandan, my sword was recently damaged in battle and is in need of repair. The White Hand uses a very strong steel for its weapons. If you could collect some of their weapons, we might be able to smelt enough good steel from their blades that we could use to repair my sword and others. Will you do this for me? Yes, I will. Okay, what else do we got? Something in that direction.
Aid the horse lords.
There is not much stored within the walls of the training hall these days. When our men went west, they took most of the arms with them. What remains inside, however, are weapons that span the history of the Rittermark. My sole purpose here is to ensure that our enemies do not gain access to what remains. Thank you for speaking with me. I do not entertain many visitors these days. From here, you should see the stable, located to the northwest. Oh, and he's got a quest. It is hard to find good help these days. I hired a man to kill a boar for me, and I even provided him with the weapon to do so. So, what did he do when he found the boar? He was frightened, dropped the sword, and ran away. I no longer care about the boar. I simply want the sword back. It is an old family heirloom. I need someone trustworthy and brave to retrieve it for me. Will you do this? I will do this. Alright, next person is the stable master guy. Okay, down that way. I thought that was going to be the stable, but actually I see now he said stable master, which is the person back here at the beginning area, I believe. Yes. It's not actually the stable master. Okay. Because I realized I was going towards the stable master, but it was going away from where I actually needed to go, where the ring is at. Aldberg stable. Got it. Okay.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
This is the oldest stable in the area, and it is showing its wear. I've been trying to acquire assistance with repairs, but with everyone heading west, help has been hard to come by. Perhaps you could convince Arsel that I need help rebuilding the stable. This very stable has housed the steeds of some of Rohan's greatest warriors, Errol and Folka among others. As you make your way around Aldberg, be sure to stop and speak with the quartermaster located in the western part of the city.
The
And she has a
Rohirrim will
quest.
need your aid.
Did you say you had found a caravan that was attacked by orcs recently? Would wager that is why my missing crate of supplies never arrived. It is important that those supplies be delivered. Would you retrieve it for me? I would be very grateful. Alright, next person. Elvis has finally gotten tired of me not letting him play with the computer, so he's going to go look around the rest of the room, see what he can find. Well, let's do that real quick. Let's do our task. V, I, open our task. Carry alls. See all this we carry. It's all almost completely full. Alright. So, we have glittering something or another. Hey, we may have that. No, we don't. We only got one. Ornate ears. Nope. It'd be nice if it just showed you that you have it. That would be such a nice quality of life change. But it does not. Rough skins. Nope. Shattered daggers. Do I have anything? Tattered furs. Tattered skin. Thin wings. No. Flipped ears, we're about to give up. I don't think I have anything. We ain't got nothing. We ain't got. All right. We're just going. This is obviously area over here. We don't have the stuff yet. We're not going to worry about it. Let's get on our mount and move on. So our next spot looks to be up the road here, right here to the left.
What business have you with the
You
Rohirrim?
hear that? No? Well, never you mind that. You are here to find out more about this great city, are you not? I've been quartermaster of Alberg for longer than my memory goes back. I have seen quite a bit in my day, and I heard it again. You did not? There is not much for me to do these days but talk with my new friend. Now, there's much to do and not enough hands to do it. If you speak with Arsel, let him know of my needs.
The Rohirrim
They
will
all
need
think that
your
I am
aid.
mad because I talk to a crow, but it truly talks, I tell you. Did not believe it myself at first, but we have spoken many times, and it speaks as well as you and I. Did you hear that? Just over? I heard it with my own 2 ears, but I would indeed feel better if someone else would speak with it as well. Would you speak with the mouse, or was it an orc? Oh, yes, the crow. Oh, lordy. Lordy, lordy. Something's up with him. Alright, this way. And I can't get out of that area. There we are. That's the last snooze I have for the hour for advertisements on Twitch. In just under 8 minutes, we're going to be forced to see an advertisement. I apologize. Here we are. Squawking of a nearby crow catches your attention. Get away from us! We only talk to one man, and you are not him. Go away! Huh. How did you
Welcome,
know
my
it was
friend.
me? I've been feeling that man, that mad old man, for weeks now. Please do not tell anyone. I will be in terrible trouble. I will stop pestering Bertrand. I promise. The kid was talking to the bird. You're not
Welcome, my
going to tell
friend.
on anyone? I promise not to do it ever again. I will be good. I swear it. Okay. So the kid's been torturing the man. Do we have anything to go back here and turn in? Let's go find out. Hold it, hold it. There's another glowy ring thing on my mini map. And it would appear to be, is it in here or is it around back? Over here. Why is there one here? There's nothing here. There's nothing to click here either. Okay, don't understand that one. Moving on. So this is Helm's Deep expansion. I haven't mentioned that before, which I know I have, but if you just came in recently, that's what my level 90 elf champion is working on, is Helm's Deep. Okay, it is lit up over there for him now, so that's good.
Do you bring word from Edoras? Is
Ah.
Aema preparing to return?
Welcome to Aldburg, Lorrandan. You give Arsel the news that Eomer is riding to war with the king and will not return to Eastfold until the battle is done. His face falls. Those are poor tidings. I've done my best to keep his city for him, but the people do not listen to my commands, and I fear that I have been a poor steward in his absence. Why, just today I sent a group of craftsmen to repair the outside walls, but they have not returned, and I have heard rumor they drink and feast instead of doing their work. If you can inspire them to work, feel free to make the attempt. You will find them outside the walls, southeast of town. Looks like we gotta go encourage some people to work.
There are so many things that need to be done.
I had not realized that there was so much that needed to be done around Aldburg. I was too focused on other affairs. I still have yet to decide what to do about the orcs. Allow me to consider this problem further. Since so much of Aldburg requires another set of hands, I'm certain you can find work to occupy yourself with. So let's see what we got here. We're going to need heavy. That's going to be these two down here. I like what I got on already. Okay, that's better. Gives physical mastery rating. We'll see what it does though. And there's what it looks like. Take that. So what we'll do is
that need to be done.
Physical mastery range right here increases damage your physical melee attacks against level 90 enemies by 200%. When I put this one on, what does that do? Still 200%. We're still the same. I'm going to take it. Yeah, I'm just going to take it. I'm going to go with it. Alright, and we got another quest.
There is no shortage of things that need doing in the Eastfold.
The city has been neglected for too long. Even with most of our men in the West, I believe some good can be done. While I continue to consider the course of action we should take, you should see what aid you can lend to those trying to bring glory back to Aldburg. You should speak first with Hilthik at the armory. Alright. Let's go find Hilthik. Let's check this. Sometimes there's like a discovery in these things somewhere hitting up top or something, so we'll just run around it real quick, make sure I'm not missing anything. Is there anything on the other side as well? Nope. Okay. Don't see anything glowing either, because that's what I always say. If something glows in an MMO, click it or kill it. Okay, which way do we actually need to go? Looks like we need to go the opposite way of the way that I turned immediately. Here we are.
What business have
Thane
you with the
Arsel has
Rohirrim?
sent you to assist me. Did not think him concerned with Aldberg. Lately his attention seemed to have been elsewhere, but it is reassuring to know that I may have been mistaken. We won't be able to offer much resistance if the training hall were to be attacked. If you could build a barricade, it would prove invaluable for our defense. Okay, so is there a spot where I need to build this at? Oh, right here. And out of thin air, I grabbed my axe and there's a barricade. I am pretty darn good at that.
We
I
don't
hope that
pay for
barricade is not
swords.
needed, but if it is, we have you to thank for it. It will make certain. Try again. I will make certain that Thane Arsel hears what you have done for me. You should go to the stable. I believe I have heard Wilfled moaning about needing extra hands there. Okay, I know where she's at. I was there just a while ago. Very overgrown here too. They could do with some maintenance of the landscaping. Not that way. This way. I believe I took a left at Albuquerque and I should have taken a right. Still wrong. We'll get there eventually. Try not to open the map as much as I normally do. Here we are.
Our mission is dire.
Thane Arsel sent you to help me. I never thought I would get any assistance here. With the garrison off to war, I should be pleased for the aid. If you wish to help, I need the beams on the stable repaired so that we can house more horses. Many of the stalls are currently unusable, as I hear the roof might collapse. As I fear the roof might collapse, even. Not hearing it, we'll hear it when it happens.
What
Do
brings
you
you to
know how
these
long I have
lands?
waited for the stable to be repaired, and you just clicked it and it went away? That's amazing. Thank you so much for your aid. Your efforts shall help everyone in Aldburg. You may be a bit mad, but the quartermaster could also use your help if you have the time. You will need time if for no other reason than to learn what it actually is that he needs help with. Lordy lordy, that was hard to understand for a second there. The wordings was. Let's go talk to the quote unquote madman up here, which basically the kid was messing with him and making voices when he saw animals to make him think the animals were talking to him.
What
Kind of
business have
funny.
you with the Rohirrim?
Ah, it is you again. It is nice to talk to another person so soon. Thane Arsel sent you to help? Well, I will not turn down your aid, that is for certain. What was that noise? Did you hear it? A mouse or an orc? I'm not sure which, but it is trouble to be sure. That fence has been broken for as long as I can recall. It would be wonderful if it were mended. You might trap a rat with it or an orc. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Let's fix this fence.
What brings you to these
I cannot
lands?
wait to tell my new friend about this. You've been a great boon in so short a time, and it shall not be soon forgotten. Did you catch that orc mouse yet? I thought I heard it under the fence. Must thank Arsel for the new dishes. Alright, so what was that? That was weird. What do we got now? Other side of the town again. Wrong way. I believe it's up here that we were heading, but I'm not 100% sure. check the map again. I think we're wrong. Well, we're close. Over that way. Oh, okay. Those are the workers that have decided to just go party rather than work. Go have a little chat with them. You have found the craftsmen sent by Arcel, but they are dancing awkwardly and seeming to have a good time. Why are you frowning at me? There is cheer enough to go around. The work can wait, but the beer will not last. The boorish worker stops smiling and narrows his eyes. You say Arcel wants us to work. Pah! You think you can end my merriment? I would like to see you try, knave. Hell, hold my L. You know, I have fought many evils in this land. Much worse than you. Alright, who else would like to have a reminder of working? Look at this one, boys. Grab a tankard and crust friend. Give us a tale of or three, and we will raise a cup if it be good. The smile drains from his face. Oh, I see how it is. You're here to get us working. I say we make Arcel do the labor, or maybe have you do it. We'll do it when we're good and ready. You have trouble hearing me, friend? Maybe you'll hear this. Again, hold my L. Yeah, that'll learn you. Anybody else? Nobody? Nobody? You sure? Alright. So now we can go back and talk to him. Seems like a good idea. Maybe he'll give us a follow-up or something. If we can find the way back through. Where's the way through the fence? There it is. Here.
You succeeded.
You did it.
Surprised.
I'm surprised and impressed, Lorrandan. You managed to get the craftsmen back to work. Perhaps there is hope yet for the restoration of Aldberg. So now, let's see. We got heavy down here as well. Might and vitality, and man, look at all that physical mastery rating loss. Man, that's a lot of loss. Let's take a look at it.
Go out into the Everhold.
You have proven yourself an able motivator, Lorrandan, and I wish to make use of that skill once again. A number of workers took a horse and wagon into the Everholt and have not returned. They plan to retrieve timber from the woods with which to reinforce some of the buildings of Aldberg. But now I am not certain. You may be able to follow the sound of feasting and the singing of songs. Go out to the Everholt, if you will, and look for these workers and their wagon. Convince them to do the work they agreed to do, as you did with the workers outside the walls. With good fortune, we may restore Aldberg before Ilmer returns from the war. And he has a second quest.
There is no shortage of things that
You
need
have been a
doing.
great help to us here, Lorrandan. We are about to have dinner. Will you not join us? Well, apparently we will.
There is no shortage of things.
We are
that
about to
need
take
doing.
supper. We would be honored if you would join us. Since Eothane and I are in disagreement on the issue of the orcs, I will afford him the opportunity to speak his side, and I would like for you to be there to help us decide what we should do. Can I be okay? Yeah, here we go.
Thane Arcel and Eothane have gathered in the Mead Hall of Aldberg to state their cases and weigh the options that will afford the most benefit to Aldberg.
Will you aid the horse lords?
I am pleased you could join us, Lorrandan. We are about to decide how we should proceed with our newfound orc problem. Since you have encountered both of these orc tribes, I wanted you present for this conversation. Lorrandan, thank you for joining us here for dinner. Ilthane and I need to resolve our disagreement on the issue of orcs, and we were hoping that you could mediate something. We'll allow Ilthane an opportunity to speak first. Please state your side, cousin of Eilmer. First, let me say, while we may have had our disagreements, I appreciate you allowing me this time. Of course, Eothane, I know we have not always seen eye to eye, but I do respect your opinions when it comes to the matters of strategy. Very well. I have seen the treachery and destruction of White Hand is capable of, that they're capable of. We are vulnerable here in Aldburg, and if we do not defeat them soon, their number may grow beyond our reckoning. I agree, however, this group of White Hand orcs might very well be all that remains of a larger group. What was something? The other orc tribe troubles may... what? Maybe because we know nothing about... Yep, I am not suggesting that we simply ignore them, but we should focus upon the White Hand. God, it'd be nice if this part was voiced over. I've seen firsthand what they are capable of. If you value Aldburg and its inhabitants, you will do the right thing. How dare you question my dedication to Aldburg and its people? The reason that we are discussing this at all is because of something that went off the screen before I could read it. I want to do the right thing for our grand city and protect the people at the same time. You are right. We are not going to. I believe that I have had enough of this bitter food. I believe this dinner is over. Okay, well, there was a lot I missed there, and, it is what it is when a game does it like that and doesn't put it on voiceovers. Anyway, I'm afraid that nothing was settled. We each presented our cases, but both of these groups pose a potentially great threat. We need to see that they are both dealt with swiftly. And quest. Think that we have discussed this quite enough for one night, Lorrandan. Don't fail me now. Come on. I think it's going to do what it did earlier where it crashed. Never mind. Ha ha ha. I am gleefully wrong. Squirrel. Alright. Here we are. I must admit, Eothane, provided a strong case for going after the White Hand orcs, but I cannot in good conscience approve a course of action that leaves Aldburg defenseless. We'll leave it in your hands, Lorrandan. If you decide that these new orcs pose a greater threat, then come and speak with me again. If you decide to help Eothane against the White Hand, I will hold no ill will towards you. So now I have to decide, I think. Lorrandan, I must confess that I am glad you agree with me. I know that Eothane resents me because I am not his cousin Eilmer, and he has every right to. However, I do not wish to lose the support of my people. They respect you, and your loyalty will encourage them. For now, we must alert the Fold Farm about the danger that the orcs present. Please go there now and warn them. And I would normally not concern myself with rumors, but this one weighs heavily upon my mind. There is tale of a monstrous boar wandering the woods. I cannot help but think of the boar of Everholt, which defeated Folka King all those years ago. I do not have the time to chase rumors, but I would appreciate if you could look into this for me. Such a beast would be a dangerous thing. Let us hope that these are simply rumors. Finally, we can go back and put our new shoulder piece on. What does it look like, by the way? Okay, it looks good. Let's go ahead and throw that on. We got this thing. What is this? Okay, go ahead and grab that. It'll throw it in my essence carry-all. We're good here. We can leave this spot and go do some more quests. If you are watching over on Twitch, please hit the follow. You can see my schedule on screen right now. That's what I do live. Today we're working on the Champion. That's my Saturday morning one. If you're over on YouTube, please hit the subscribe, like, and comment. I push my content over there most of the time, but usually always it's live on Twitch first. Let's see here now. Where should we go? We just were there. Surely that's just saying come back when you're done. So let's go out here. Let's start doing some of these quests out in the outer areas. Mhm. What do we got here? While following the rumor of a monstrous boar, you are certain to encounter many boars of a usual size. They are no more than a nuisance and should be easily defeated. Is that what this thing is, though? What is this? Oh, it's taking me over there. What? Okay, that was... Maybe that was like a thing where I'm supposed to scout an area. Maybe that's what's going on there. Here's a boar. Let's go ahead and kill the boar. Well, I will hit the right button eventually. Oh, I realize now I was trying to play him like my Mariner. I was hitting those buttons. That looks like a rather large one. About to do it again. Wow, he is big. Alright, that way. Wrong button. I'll remember how to play the Mariner eventually. I mean, the champion eventually. Hey, RPG Professor, how are you doing this wonderful morning? Okay, so it is a scouting thing you have to follow. Alright, let's go ahead and mine. Doing good, thanks for asking. Absolutely. Should have been on much earlier this morning, but I was busy working on graphics. Trying to make my stuff look a little better. I got things like this that talk about the... Oh, I can't do that. I'm not high enough for that yet. That talk about my kinship. So it's easier whenever I'm on my Mariner to put that up. And then I made this one to show my schedule. So, yep. That took all morning. Right? I was being all professionally and stuff, you know. Can't believe my... oh, that's right. He doesn't have the wood because he doesn't have wood. This is not the other guy. Dude, it's not a Mariner. It's the champion. Where is my next spot? I hate going back to the map over and over, but they don't do a great job of putting it on the mini map so you can get there easily without opening the big map. So, yeah, it is what it is. It was not an enormous board, but this totem was made to appear as such. Interesting. Something back that way. Hey, there's the lost sword, and we got another side quest pop up. Belljaw and his minions have been terrorizing... Oh, that's a fellowship one, isn't it? We'll see if we can kill him. I don't know. It's a war band, is what it basically is. We shall see. Hold my L. Where is he at? There he is. He's around these other mobs. Oh, he's got a buddy too, doesn't he? We're gonna do this. He's actually got a couple buddies I can see. Probably would have been a little easier if I had played him recently and remembered how to play him. Felljaw has been defeated, and you have removed a significant threat from the Eastfold. Very nice. Let's see what's in the present here. We got... Oh. Okay. That's way better than what I had, so... Oh man, I lose, but I get defense. I mean, why not? That looks awesome. And does it have a look, actually? Same as the ones that we got on right now. Cool. So we got us a nice piece there from killing him. I like that a lot. I think we still need a boar. 2 of them, in fact. Alright, and that's everything in that area. Got stuff on the other side over there. I don't really want to go over there. See, that's a whole nother area. We don't want to go to that stuff yet. Let's continue these. So, I'm going to mount up and head in this direction. Oh, I still need another boar, don't I? I got like, no, nothing for those. Here, that is a bear. I keep getting bears and not boars. These are some scary looking bears, I'll tell you. There's a boar. You hunted many boars while following the trail of one monstrous boar in the East Fold is better for it. Alright. So, let's see. We need to take a slight right, head in this direction. Stop already. It's like, no, I'm not going to stop. Discovered Fold Farm. Okay. Something here? Yeah, over this way.
What brings you to these
I had heard of a recent orc attack nearby, but I thought that it might have been an isolated incident and not something to concern myself with too much. This is very troubling news. I will alert everyone here, however, Ethelbald is out collecting boar meat. I hope that he makes it back safely. Ethelbald went out to hunt for boar meat some time ago and has yet to return. Would you go look for him in the woods to the east of the farm and see that he returns safely? There's still much to do. I cannot just bar myself inside while there is so much work to be done, unless, of course, you could harvest the ripe stalks of Bledu while I warn the others. Together we may be able to secure the farm. Okay. And, alright. It is about to send y'all into a commercial here on Twitch. I'll see y'all in a minute when it gets back. A raiding party of orcs has descended upon the Fold Farm. You should defend the inhabitants. Absolutely, and they look super cool, too. The advertisement is showing, well, hold on, that isn't what I thought that was. That's not World of Warcraft, that's another game. I don't know that game. Guild Wars 2, Secrets of the Obscure. I haven't played Guild Wars 2 in a very long time. One of those games where, like, you know, I own it, I could play it, it's not going to cost me to play it, and just haven't installed it, or reinstalled it in a long time. But I may do that for like a random off night playing a game. The orcs at the Fold Farm have been defeated, however the possibility of another assault still looms. There's so many great MMOs out there these days, or good MMOs out there these days, and a lot of them are free to play or buy once and play forever kind of thing. And honestly, I think a person could stay busy all the time when it comes to MMOs. You could have like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 different MMOs installed on your computer going all at once. These days, need more of the Bledus. There they are. We got a massive boar over here. I mean, you know, Obviously, there's EverQuest, World of Warcraft, um, Guild Wars 2, Star Trek, or not, yeah, Star Trek Online, my bad. Star Wars The Old Republic, Final Fantasy XIV. For those people that like the more EQ old style, there's FFXI. I mean, there's just tons of MMOs out there that are worth playing these days. You just got to pick your poison. Which one appeals to you? I may be committed to my work, and I would have done it, but the appearance of those orcs frightened me. I appreciate the assistance. We cannot afford to lose even this small amount of food these days. Alright, and probably over here for the guy that's out collecting boar meat or whatever, so we'll go find him. And on top of that, World of Warcraft now is like 3 different games. Because there's World of Warcraft Current, which I'm not a fan of. There's World of Warcraft Classic, which I am a fan of. World of Warcraft Hardcore Classic, which is fun. I like playing that every so often. And now there's going to be World of Warcraft Season of Discovery, which is basically World of Warcraft Classic Plus, where they're going to take old World of Warcraft content, like World of Warcraft Classic, and add new content to it, rather than going to the next expansion. I'm super stoked about that. I want to see EverQuest do that. That'll start on November 30th is when that server or servers will come out. I don't know how many servers there will be for that. And it's going to start with a level limit of 25. And then they will release new seasons or something, they said, and it'll up it some. So that's going to be really interesting to play. And then, of course, there's Lord of the Rings Online, which literally just released the new expansion, Corsairs of Umbar, this week. This game is still going strong.
What business have you with the
Orcs. I do not fear orcs. I shall complete my task ere I return to the farm. The meat I collect is necessary to feed the people of Aldburg. I suppose if the danger is that great, I ought to head back to the farm and let you finish my work. We do not need much. Collecting the meat of a few boars should be plenty for us. Alright. We'll kill some boars. I like doing that. I like pork. Speaking of which, what time is it anyway? Going on noon. Here we are. Now, go back to the farm and turn that in. There it goes. It wasn't wanting to do my ability there at first. Wasn't I supposed to come here? Oh, over here. Okay. Wonder if you realize there's a mad orc standing right next to him.
Will you aid the horse lords?
You were right. I saw several orcs on my way back to the farm. There was one even standing directly by me, but I stood very still, hoping that he would not turn and kill me. If I had not left when I did, I might not have been able to make it. Thank you for not allowing me to be my stubborn self. Alright. Is there turning with him? Nope. Alright, so looks like the farm is done. Let's go out here and do this spot. So it's going to be back over this way. We can probably mount up. I don't see any mobs in the way. And we're headed the wrong way. There we are. Maybe if we followed the road... Only smart people follow the road. But you never know when you'll see something out there that you want to go check out and you just go, squirrel! Here's the supply crate. Okay. Found the crate of supplies. That was all for this area. Okay. Nothing else over in this area. So let's go back to town. We'll just take the... Ooh, wait. We want that. And after that, we will take the quick way back. Totally worth it whenever they have it on sale. They did just recently, but that sale's gone now. It was like last week. But whenever they have the sale to where you can get the hurried return and so-and-so return, there's 2 of them, ends up getting it down to 5-minute reuse time on it. 100% worth doing. 100%. If we can find who we need to turn into, we got one to our right. It's going to be the stable master, or stables, I believe.
Our mission is dire.
It was still there. That is wonderful. I thought for certain the orcs would have taken it. Thank you for bringing it to me. Alright, so we finished that quest. No follow-up. I believe we probably have a turn-in up here at the mad guy. It appears we don't. Okay. Then back this way. Oh, look at it, it's raining. Even though there's no clouds in the sky, but that's okay. It's still a beautiful effect in the game.
I do not believe you will find welcome here.
Would normally not ask favors of others for that which I can do myself, but with all that is transpiring here in Aldburg, I knew that I would be needed here. Thank you for your assistance. Alright. And what else do we have? One up this way.
What business have you?
You found my sword. I suppose there are some in this town who have a little skill at the least. Okay, that's done. Back to the main person here.
Hey, Ferron.
What's up, brother?
A hunger?
Yeah, me too. I was wondering, do you want to go get pizza? You know, that buffet place? I would be all over that. I need another
Not too much longer because I haven't had my shot.
20
I
minutes.
need to take my cup for
I understand. Another 20 minutes.
I am lost atop Tower Frozen Shadows. I can't believe it, how big that dungeon
There
is.
no shortage of things
No one in the
that need
past has
doing
ever
in the
taken us up there.
I think I walked around up there when I was on a super high level. But yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
My brother Puppet plays EverQuest a whole lot. Go follow him at twitch.tv/puppet102, PUPPET 102, or catch his rebroadcast on YouTube, youtube.com/puppet102.
Thank you. So anyway, yeah, I'm having a blast up there. I can't believe
All right.
no group has ever taken me out.
Let me give me 10 minutes. Our friends were busy today, weren't they? Okay. Thank you for warning the Fold Farm. The food produced there is very important to Aldburg and needs to be safeguarded. While I was content to stand guard here, I think it is time that we learn exactly what we are faced with. We need to find out truly how dangerous this threat is. Alright, so it looks like the heavies are all down here. Yep, these bottom two. Might and Vitality. No. And this one. Get a lot of finesse from that, though. That may make up for it. And critical rating. Yeah, I think we will take that, actually.
There are so many things that need to be done.
It is clear that we cannot stand idly by and allow these orcs to dictate the engagement of battle. I would like for us to scout their forces to learn what we are facing here. Lorrandan, what I ask of you will put you in great peril, but I am confident that you are up to the task. Scout the camps that the orcs have established near Aldburg and learn their numbers. There are camps northwest of the city, and rumors of another camp to the south have recently been brought to my attention. Be careful. And a secondary quest.
There are so many things that need to be done.
Must admit that I am relieved it was not a great boar. I was raised learning the bravery of Folka King, and I confess that if the boar of Everholt was able to best one of Rohan's greatest warriors, I feared for myself and others. However, the fact that this totem was meant to frighten us is a little concerning. With the crude construction, it is possible some children made it as a jest. Let us hope that is the truth of it. Any more?
Find the wagon of craftsmen
Nope.
in the Everholt.
Alright, so let's take a look at our new piece of armor. What does it look like? Okay. Not bad. Let's see something real quick here. Chest. What happens if we change the color? To black. Decent looking. Alright, so let's see, what do we got? Let's head back outside and take a look. Needing to head off to lunch here very soon. I know it's only been a little over an hour on this broadcast. Like I said, I wasted about 2 or 3 hours, probably close to 3 hours this morning, working on creating some updated graphics for my stream. Little things you got to do to, to make your stream better. But let's see here. Yeah, everything's going to be outside of town, obviously. So I think that's what we'll do is we'll just call it there. So let's go ahead and bring this back up. That reminds me. So on... My bad. Get over here. In fact, let me snooze this ad or it's going to come up right while I'm talking. There we are. Alright, so... For anybody that's wondering, I run a kinship on the Gladden server. It is Lorebound Walkers. It is a level lock kinship. That means the character, by the way, that you're seeing right now is not part of that. He's in the kinship, but he's not part of the level locking. The level lock means that as a kinship, we agree and vote upon the level that we're going to lock our characters at for each month. And currently in November, we are locked at level 50, and we're working on Angmar content. Later tonight, I should be streaming our first raid as a kinship in Angmar, so that should be fun. Come back and check that out. Make sure to follow me here on Twitch so that you can see that. And then, here is my schedule for what I'm doing currently. On Tuesdays, I play console games, mostly Nintendo games, but sometimes PlayStation 5 or Xbox. I also, on Wednesdays, play World of Warcraft. I've been playing World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore, which is insanely fun, and World of Warcraft Classic. Starting November 30th, I will be playing on the World of Warcraft Classic Seasons of Discovery server. Super excited about that. Then for Lord of the Rings Online, we have the level 50 Mariner that is part of my Lorebound Walker's kinship. And that is on Thursdays, 9 p.m. is when that starts generally. And then we have the champion today on Saturday mornings around 9 a.m. He is doing the Helm's Deep expansion, and Sunday morning tomorrow, 9 a.m. time, human lore master that is in the Rise of Isengard expansion. that is going to do it for this particular stream. I hope y'all had a great time. Also, again, if you're on Twitch, hit the follow. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe, like, leave a comment. It makes the AI happy. They're like, yay, and they don't come attack me. Then go over to Twitter, the big X now, and follow me there. It's at From the Gnome. Until next time, hopefully I'll see y'all later tonight. This is From the Gnome. I'm signing off. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye. Woohoo! Food time.